To be an actress, that kind of struggling working actress kind of thing, and then you get a phone call from someone like Jim Cameron who's saying like, hey, I want you to be part of it. What was that first telephone conversation like? And just, I'm sure it's kind of surreal. And where did you first hear that phone call?
I was home. I was still living in New York at the time, and I remember I was babysitting my niece, and my mom came to the house, and my cell phone rang, and I was like, Mom, can you get my cell phone for me? And she gets it, and she knocks on my door, and she goes, Zoe, somebody's saying that it's James Cameron on the phone for you. And I'm like, are you okay? Hi Jim, how are you? He's like, Zoe, I want you to be Neytiri. And I immediately started yelling and jumping up and down, and then I started babbling. And he was like, whoa, you need to calm down, because I hired you because I believe that you can do this. Because I was like, oh my God, no, but what if I can't do it? What if I really cannot be Neytiri? What if I'm not worthy? He's like, Zoe, we'll get you whatever you need to get there. But I believe that you can do it. I'm like, great, then I want to start tomorrow. And he's like, you got it, you'll get a phone call from my team. And then the next day they were like, okay, you need to go to Chinatown, to Canal Street, in the city, because you're gonna meet this Sifu, which is a wushu instructor, and he's gonna start training you up until you get to come to LA and work with us. And I was like, okay. Archery, horseback riding without a saddle, movement training, everything, 6 days a week for 6 months. And it was the most amazing thing.
Were you so fit that you were like, bring it on to like...
What? I was bulletproof, okay? You could have freaking like tossed a coin, not only there in my derrière, but also on on my thighs. Because I had to be climbing and crawling. My thighs were like, I remember Jim would just go and go like this to Sam and I, and I'm like, dude, that is rock solid for now.
To be primal in that sense, to be able to act and be, you know, the whole, is that freeing for during that period of time? Did it kind of change your, I don't know, your mindset, or were you always, when shooting was over, did you kind of go back and you're like, I want to have tea now, or but like, were you always like
in character?
Yeah.
You know, the 6 months of preparation was so amazing that it was second nature. It was all there. So we were able to be human beings and kind of relax while they're having a technical disability until they're ready. And I would have a pack of Skittles and just, you know, and a Diet Coke just to keep, you know, with the energy. But as soon as we would enter the volume, which is what we call the set, it was there.
I just have an image of you in your, like, the outfit with the thing, and you're eating a Skittle. I mean,
with my tail and my Navi ears, trust me, and my bow, like, swung on my back, and just, like, eating a pack of Skittles.
That's the best image ever.
Trust me. And then Jim would just go, no more Skittles for Zoe. She is bouncing off the walls, because you would see me in a corner of the set, like, punching a punching bag, because they would give us a punching bag there, because we were in this, like, hangar, like, of set, for sometimes 15 hours a day without seeing any sunlight or breathing any natural air and just shooting, but we wanted to be there. I never wanted to go home, so while we'd be waiting for a scene to be shot, I would just go to a punching bag that we had there, and I would just kick it and punch it and get like, and sometimes Jim would come and join me, or Sam, and we would get amazing epiphanies. Like, oh my God, you know what we're gonna do? Let's go do this then, let's try like this. It was the most amazing playground. And I almost wished I would have done Avatar earlier on in my career, because I would have applied so many things that I learned throughout this process to every film that I've done.
To be placed in the same situation with someone like Sam then, to watch him, to kind of be, you know, you're two actors who may not have had the opportunities until now to kind of do something big. Was it like a comrade in arms, or were you kind of, I don't know, what kind of like friendship or relationship did you guys have like while you were on the set then?
If Sam and Jim were to call me at any time, any day, to ask something, I will drop whatever it is that I'm doing, and I'll have their backs. So I don't know how else to explain it.
That's awesome. Okay, last question then. Yesterday was a premiere. It makes me gleeful to even think that to be able to have other people see this movie, because it's awesome. So to now be able to like let go and have finally your family members or like your friends who are like, and maybe you weren't able to talk about a film like this until now. What's it like to finally be able to like take it and enjoy the Avatar, you know, that I've had the experience of for the past couple of years?
I don't know, I guess I'm not a parent yet, but I've been told that the most amazing and exhilarating experience, but at the same time too, like heartbreaking experience is to walk your kid to school for the very first time as he's walking away and entering the world, and he's, you know, you're getting to share him with everybody, and he's all grown up, and it's his time, but at the same time too, there's a part of you that just goes, but you're mine, you know, and that's exactly how I felt last night, and all of us, and I'm so proud, not only of Jim primarily, because he's such an amazing human being, and such an amazing artist. He defies his own artistic gravity, and that can only be inspiring for anybody that comes across him. That would be what he would very well infect you with, and but also for the crew and the actors. Everybody put their own little grain of sand, and this compilation became this amazing sand dune that it was just like, oh my God.